Sports media. Sports media. We wanna get it in. Sports media.
Welcome to Spomedians. We're the channel where sports meets comedy. Live from New York, we have comedian Fig. And live
Fig in the building.
And live from LA, it's Mark Howard. Hey,
what up? What up? What up, man?
And live
How you doing?
from Washington State, it's Courtney G. He'll be joining us, and I'm your host, Daryl Ann Wright, and I'm coming to you live from Cincinnati. Welcome to Spomedians.
Hey, Daryl, I want to say this is your first time hosting us.
How's it
First time
going?
hosting, I want to say welcome, Daryl. Welcome.
Can you guys hear me?
We hear you good, Daryl Land.
How are you, Fig? How you doing?
I'm good. How's the weather out there in Ohio?
Oh my gosh, man, it rained again. You know, I mean, it's good for the crops, but I'm tired. I need some sunshine, man. How about you?
Woo!
What's New York like?
Yeah, we had rain too. We're going to have to talk to Mark. Maybe he can send both of us some sunshine.
I mean, Mark, come on, man. Can you help us out? Mark,
Hey, you can move out here to California.
Can we help? Can you help us
You
out?
need to
Give us some sunshine.
you need to move
no
out here to California.
No Mark yet?
What the hell?
He's there,
Fig,
but he's coming in. I hear you, but you're in and out, baby. You're in and out.
Hold
He's
on,
an
hold
in
on.
and out burger, Fig. All right, we're gonna get him. We'll get Mark. We'll get Mark. But you know,
How about now? How about now? Is it better
all right,
now?
So the Raptors, all right, they defeated Golden State, all right, to win.
They did.
Yes. And there was a talk of an asterisk that was being put on this win. Is that fair or is it not fair?
I don't think it's fair, Daryl Land. It's not fair that they put an asterisk on any championship team for the simple fact that every championship team, the other team has had injuries previously. All the stars have had injuries. Magic Johnson, hamstring. Isaiah Thomas, ankle, his wrist. Patrick Ewing broke his wrist 1 year. Every championship team has gone through problems and the other team has had injuries. Larry Bird was out with back issues. Every team has had their issues with injuries with the team. We talk about Cleveland when Kyrie and Kevin Love went out. Golden State, they lost all of their players. There's no asterisks. You win, you win. It's what you have. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, what are you going to do with an injury? You know, what can you do with that? You just have to keep playing ball, right?
Part of the game.
Yeah, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. All right, so let me ask you. All right, we talked about this the other day. There's a player, while we're waiting on Mark to get back with us, there is a player from Duke, and could be #1 draft pick.
Zion!
Yeah.
The Mountain.
Yeah, could be #1 draft pick. Now, there's talk that he's going to the Pelicans. What do you think? You think he is?
The Pelicans have the #1 pick. I think if they don't pick Zion Williamson, their whole fan base is going to destroy the management.
Yeah, I'll say. You know,
Zion Williamson he's an amazing talent.
Yeah.
They are blessed to be able to have him. I think he's going to change their entire franchise. And then with the trade that they got from the Lakers, oh my God, they have so many. Listen, if I was New Orleans, I would be very excited for the new team that they have coming up. I would be extremely excited.
Yeah, you know, I would be too. But let's just play hypotheticals. Let's just say he didn't go to the Pelicans. Who, you know, they're saying that he can play guard. You know, so where do you think he would fit in? If he can play guard, you know, and anybody could have him. Let's just say anybody could have him. Who would benefit from him the most?
My next! I think, listen, most of the league right now is positioned as basketball. So I think Zion Williamson, I don't know if he's going to be a point guard. I mean, he can handle the ball. He has a nice hand. But point guard, I don't see that. I think he can play pretty much any other position. Maybe he can handle the ball a little bit, a la Draymond Green in Golden State. But I'm not quite sure if Zion Williamson could play point guard. That would be a stretch. He might be able to play a little bit of center, forward, small forward, power forward. But guard, I'm not sure. Maybe he can bring up the little ball. Listen, we saw him do a little ball handling in Duke, but I'm not quite sure if his ball handling is up to par where he's going to be a point guard or anything like that. Not quite sure, but an amazing talent, and I think he's going to change New Orleans franchise, especially with the complementary players that they have along with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where Mark is. Did he go out for coffee? I mean, where is Mark?
Listen, in LA, it can be anything going on out there. So maybe he went to powder his head because it was shining ever so slightly. I'm not quite sure where Mark went, but I'm sure he'll be back.
Yeah, he was a beacon in the storm, right?
Absolutely, he was shining.
Yeah, he was shining. So let's just go on. Mark will have to catch up with us, all right? Is that all right with you?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. So let's see. After that trade of Anthony Davis to the Lakers, LeVar Ball, LeVar Ball, he said that the Lakers made the worst move and they will never win a championship. Has he acted in his best interest or his best interest of his kids? What's up?
I'm not listen. I think they put LeVar Ball on TV so that he could boost ratings. I mean, listen, the NBA season was over. The championship has already been won by Toronto. There was nothing going on until tomorrow in the NBA when it comes to the draft. And, listen, the NBA would like to stay relevant, which is very smart. It's marketing. LeVar Ball is, they put him on and he boosts ratings because people want to see him. They want to hear what kind of outlandish things that he's going to say. And listen, I think they just have him on for ratings. Now, whether I don't know if he's done anything to harm his kids or anything like that, simply because Lonzo is already in the NBA, and it seems as though his youngest son is playing very well, and he might be a high draft pick come next year's draft because he's only 17. I believe it's LaMelo is the youngest one, and he's playing right now. I think he's going to play in Australia, and he looks good enough to be like the number one player or not number one, but definitely a high draft pick coming out next year. Now, according to his father, he's going to be the number one pick next year. Now, I don't know about that, but he looks like he seems like he's very talented, and he may be a little more talented than his brother Lonzo. I don't know, but I think the Pelicans have a good point guard in Lonzo Ball. I think he's going to be a lot better this year. Last year, he had injuries. He was a rookie. Rookies don't always do well in the NBA. You have a handful of rookies that may have come into the NBA and made a major impact. And unfortunately, Lonzo wasn't one of them. So I think he's going to come in. Yeah, I hear you, Mark. Mark, look like we got Mark back.
Hey,
Man.
my
How you doing, Daryl Lamb?
I'm doing great, babe.
You got to pay that cable bill.
Man, the cable bill's paid, man. It's just, anyway, I hate to show out and make it look bad on Daryl's first time hosting for us, man. So I guess I missed the host question. We on the feature question about old ball-headed LeVar Ball.
Yeah, we're on that. What do you think, Mark?
Oh, okay.
Y'all are twins. Y'all got the same head.
Yeah, whatever. Wish she was this pretty, but I've had a unique distinction between us here, being out here in California, of seeing him and the boys play for a while, and get their energy and how they get down. My son is Lonzo's contemporary. They played in the same basketball tournaments. I think they may have played against each other one time. It's just that's what LeVar's done. He's created enough hype. I know, not that Lonzo's ball game needed to get hyped, but all the talk, all the bashing other players and coming in, just put a target on his back, and it made him than he needed to come as a rookie, and it put more pressure on him. And unfortunately, the way it's what Lonzo's been able to do is what I expected him to do. Player, but yeah, I think he helped sell that brand. But as basketball term goes, and me and Fig, we've gone on that situation. I'm not hating on a brother. I'm not hating on a man loving his kids, but all that yap for somebody on that ever. And I heard you talking about LaMelo. LaMelo's gonna be good. He's legit 6'7". He's a legitimate 6'7". They had forecast that LaMelo might end up being the better of the three brothers. And he kind of encompasses that shooter mentality that LiAngelo, the middle brother, has, but he's a better shooter than all of them. And he can also handle the ball and play point a lot like his brother. So he encompasses a lot.
Okay, all right. Listen, man, there's
Did we lose Daryl?
there's no such thing as bad publicity. I love the publicity that the man is getting, man. I love the publicity.
I mean,
No
publicity
such
and
thing as
everything.
bad press.
I mean, I get that as far as the bad press, but I mean, at the end of the day, and again, I'm only taking it from because me, as a basketball competitor side of it, I don't think it's cool for someone to try to write checks for someone else to cash.
There you have it.
Man, you're supposed to pick your son up and tell him he's the greatest of all time.
I tell my son he's the greatest of all time.
His son don't talk much.
Tell my son to instill as much confidence in him as I can, but I don't need to go around bashing other people and talking a bunch of ill stuff, hating on other people, because he's done that. When he was on a show where he was compared to the Holiday brothers, Drew, Justin, and Aaron Holiday, three California brothers. Their dad is very quiet, and then he make a statement about what have they done. Well, be honest with you, as all three brothers concerned, they've done what your sons haven't been able to do. If you want to talk it.
It's a rookie. The rookie, come on.
Fig, you're not even responding to my point. What I'm saying to you is that his dad is writing checks that his son has to cash, and his son can't cash him, and that's fair to him. It's work as it is.
If he can't cash him, he don't need to be in the NBA.
You don't need to cash.
Get him out the NBA. If he can't cash him, no money check. He need to be out the NBA.
Okay. All right. Now you're talking way out of the hole. What we're talking about. Go ahead, Daryl.
Okay. Let's bring it back. Do we have Courtney G yet? Is Courtney
Where's
G
my man
here?
Courtney?
He ain't come in yet.
Not come in yet?
Well, let's go into the next question, Darren. Let's keep it popping.
All right, let's keep it popping. Let's go to the next question. All right, so let's see. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me pick a good one for you.
You mean they weren't already there written?
Yeah, they're already written. Who will the Wizards and the Knicks get? Who are they going to get in the trade? Fig.
In a trade?
Yeah.
I don't know if the Knicks is going to get anybody. Are you talking about free agency?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure who the Knicks going to get free. I sure would love, even with Kevin Durant injured and not being able to play for a year, I hope the Knicks decide to sign him, go with the rookies that we have now, and just let them play another year and let them get better. By the time that KD comes back the following year, then he'll have some complementary players to go along with him, and probably get some other veterans to be on the team to play alongside him in the following season. Not this one coming up, but the year after that. I would like to see that. Hopefully tomorrow, the Knicks pick up RJ Barrett with the number 3 pick. That's what I'm looking forward to, and I'm looking to see what they're going to do. I don't know what Washington is going to do, because they don't have any cap space. They don't have any money. They gave it all to build the wall.
Yeah.
They have no money. They have no cap space.
We have.
Yes,
we do.
Mark, what do you think?
Let me speak on my team. Hey, let me speak on my team. Okay, let me speak on my team.
No max money. Don't lie.
Can I lie or tell the truth? Thank you. G-Mo Nilly. You got the right thing behind you. That's the name of your team, the Bricks. But the fact is that
this is representing John Wall.
I'm wondering if I can. Yeah. Anyway, well, I don't know if we're looking in the market for a max free agent. There's not much that we're going to be for. We're number 9, and so for us is that it looks as though we're probably going to get a kid from France, Sekou. I can't remember to pronounce his last name. 6'9", athletic, young kid. He's going to be like 18, 19 years old, so he'll be a project. Wall probably until February All-Star game time. Bill has been playing very well. I'd like to get some people around there. There's talk of trading Bill, but Wash is not going to trade him. He's a cornerstone, and we're going to have to build back around him. I like the fact of who we got in the trades that we let go with Jabari Parker, who's been often injured, but he was a number 1 pick, a number 2 pick in the draft. He has still to reach his potential. And Bobby Portis, who we got also from Chicago. Those guys, I think, if they reach their potential that they weren't able to do in Chicago, especially Jabari Parker through injury, because he started in Milwaukee, he had a torn ligament. He'll be fine. So I'm looking for us to get back to playoff prominence. That's where we've been, and then take that next step to really. I'm looking for us to make that move. Hey, Fig, your team don't make the play like the worst in basketball to me. Like you got it.
I already know what my team has.
All right, then
I know. You think Washington's going to make the playoffs this year?
All right, Spomedians.
I didn't say I think. I said I'd like to see us get there. Go ahead, Daryl.
All right, let's get to some news. All right, so we've got David Ortiz. He was in the Dominican Republic, and we know that he was injured. Well, he is on the mend. His wife said he's in good condition now. There was a report from Massachusetts General Hospital that he's doing so much better now. He's in good condition, good, stable condition. Our authorities do say that they have the suspect who did try and assassinate him. The man was paid, get this, $7,800 to take him out.
In the DR, that's a lot of money.
In the DR, that's a lot of money. But he's on the mend. That's good news, right?
Well, of course. It's good news on that end of it.
All right.
I'm a Yankees fan. I grew up a Yankees, a Red Sox. I just looked at a headline on that from him being shot. Fig, this was a case of mistaken identity.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah. All right. So how
is that right?
Yes. Right? How do you know or not know if it's David or slept with your girlfriend that you're trying to shoot? Because it's supposed to be over a girlfriend. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's just whatever. I mean, Godspeed to David Ortiz. Yes. Competitor. He played for Boston Red Sox, but of course he's a human being, and we want to wish him well. He's retired and everything like that. He's represented his home country very well, and to go home there and not be safe, man, that's what, and a coward that shot him in the back.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Then in Major League Baseball, you guys, I know you heard about the suspension of Manny Machado for allegedly touching a ref.
An umpire.
Listen, let me go back to David Ortiz.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anybody injured. I don't want to see anybody die.
Hey, Fig, let me ask you.
I can't speak on David Ortiz.
Go ahead. I'm sorry if you didn't get on that. I'm just saying the question was, Manny Machado got suspended for touching the ref. All I want to know is, where did he touch him?
Well, where he didn't want to be touched. Yeah. So
go ahead with David Ortiz.
One thing on David Ortiz, I'm not sure if it's a good idea that he's on the mend and then having to answer to his wife once he finally gets out the hospital, because what he was in there for was cheating with another man's wife, and now he got to go back home. He's in ICU. I think if his wife gets a hold of him, he might come out of ICU and go right back in to ICU. He was in there. And that whole mistaken identity, that sounds like spin to me.
Whoa.
That sounds like spin. I don't know. I don't know the whole story, but I never want to see anything happen to anybody. I hope that he gets well really soon. I'm just joking around because God knows I don't want to see anybody lose their life for any reason whatsoever, not even if he was cheating. I don't want to see it lose his life. Now to getting back to the whole ref thing, touching the ref. I mean, listen, in baseball, the refs are the worst abused referees in the entire sports nation. Basketball, football, hockey, I don't care. The refs of baseball, oh my God, they get abused. You get to bump them with your chest, the umpire and all that stuff like that. So how he gets suspended for touching a ref, I don't understand that, because it seems like that's the culture of baseball.
Hold on, wait a minute.
It seems like
You
this is
don't
the
get-
culture.
You don't get off for bumping the ref. You bump an umpire called in baseball. If you bump it,
Yeah.
you getting kicked out the game.
Umpire.
Yeah, so
And you
he
getting
got
kicked
that
out the
one.
game if you bump an umpire.
Yeah, he deserved it, right?
I mean,
Suspended?
again, I mean, no. Well, suspended is something. Suspended means he did something else. Bumping the umpire using a foul language or a derogatory name, that can get you suspended. Not suspended. That can get you kicked out. Now, if they
Yeah.
report that he said something that was really
Kicked
to
out of the
maybe
game.
say, well, I'm saying again, suspension goes beyond that. Suspension would be if he was to have said something maybe racial.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
Hey,
I want to
something that we don't know.
know all I want to know is the ref going to join the Me Too controversy. That's what I want to know. Is the umpire going to be in the Me Too thing? Is he going to join Terry Crews?
yeah.
I mean, you may get kicked out and not, but so I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, I hear that Courtney's here. I'm not sure.
Is that right? Okay.
If that's good news.
Well, bring him in.
Courtney, are you there? Courtney G?
Can't pipe him in. Where is it?
Oh, come on. Where's Courtney? Courtney, you there?
I don't know what's up, man.
Come out wherever you are.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Courtney, we're waiting on you, brother. You here?
Courtney's what's up with that?
No. All right. Well, we'll just keep talking till we get him. Maybe he'll get here before the show's over. We'll just keep talking. So you guys, let's see. So, the world we live in, you know, it's
Text.
crazy, right?
Hold on. Daryl Ann.
Yeah.
I got a text from Courtney G said he's backstage. So Eric, if any of y'all can hear him, he's backstage trying to get in.
He's backstage trying to get somebody let him in.
If you can send him,
Let
I guess it
Courtney
would have done so.
Oh my goodness. No?
I don't know what's up. Go ahead, Daryl Ann. Go ahead with the question.
Okay, so because the world we live in, all right. So we've got OJ Simpson. You know, he's out and about. You know, he's living his best life. You know, he's free. So he has this Twitter account, and he's got so they say he has 600,000 followers on Twitter. Yeah. So you guys, are you following him on Twitter?
No.
No. Mark, you following him on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm following him.
You're following him. I'm not following.
Yes.
Him.
You following OJ?
All right, no, I'm not following him. I'm not following him.
Are you a cop?
Here's the question. All right. So, you know, he says, and I quote, "I got a little getting even to do." End quote. What does that mean, Mark? What does that mean?
I mean, I don't know. It could get to a lot of things because the public in which he let himself be known to, but not being as he got pulled out. They embraced him, and he was an iconic hero for anybody that knows and goes back as far as I do. I mean, Fig there may go back to the time with the Juice. You know, and I was a kid when he was in that back end of his career. You know, because he's pretty old. I know young. I'm a middle-aged guy, and he won the Heisman Trophy the year I was all the way to number 3. And now they think that he they believe, and I won't get into the murders that happened, but I have my opinion, my source on those things. But They've been yelling and talking to him. I did say, I don't know if he did it or not, but the way they keep going now, either he gonna end up killing somebody or killing somebody again. So I say leave the man alone.
Yeah, what do you think, Fig? He's got little getting even to do. What does that mean?
Listen, if somebody put me in jail for something I ain't do, I feel like I want to get even too. He need to sue him because they put him in jail for going. If somebody took my stuff and I went to get it back and you locked me up and put me in the jail, I'd have some getting even to get too. I think he should. I think he ought to sue the criminal justice system for locking him up for doing absolutely nothing.
Oh, wow.
And the fact that he got 600,000 followers, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Send me some of their friends.
He doesn't have that many followers.
You don't have 600,000?
He has. I'm looking at 48,000, 48.3 thousand.
48,000 people are following him.
48,000? I'll take it.
More power to him. More power to him.
Yes,
That's true.
the juice is loose.
48,000 followers. That's about 50,000 more followers than you got, Fig.
And about 60,000 more than you.
Oh, don't piggyback off my clowns.
That's all right. All right. Let's go. Last question, you guys. In light of the trade, all right. In light of the trade, the Lakers are favorites to win the NBA championship. Is it fair or is it not? Or is it soon to call? Fig.
I think you lost Daryl in there.
Daryl, listen, let me tell you. I don't think the Lakers are going to win no championship this year. First off, they got two players. They got LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They got Kyle Kuzma, and now they got to fill out the rest of their roster. No chemistry. The first year that they playing together, and then you're expecting them to win. LeBron James is 34. By the time he might be 35, 36 years old by the time the season is over. And Anthony Davis is a young player. Anthony Davis has never won anything on his own. They have no chemistry. If you think the first year that LeBron James went to Miami had Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and a host of other players, and they still didn't win anything. So with him and Anthony Davis, I'm not sure they're going to win anything this year. I wouldn't guarantee it because, listen.
What do you think, Mark?
Well, it gives them the favorite. Doesn't mean that they have to win it. I think it's too soon to kind of get the fact of where to go to. You're not sure knowing what's going on. You go here. LeBron James, the first year they went to Miami, they went to the championship. And they would have a better team over Dallas. Was the point where that was his organization, and it was a hard thing to relinquish being the lead dog, where LeBron was respecting him and not coming in saying, look, you're not the best player anymore now that I became the Miami. And Dwayne Wade had to accept that the next year. And then that's when they basically understood and got their identity out of it. Chemistry-wise, look, they're ball players. They know how to play. They know their roles. And with him, Kuzma will basically get in where he fit in, does what he can do best, and learn from players like LeBron, and they'll fold in with some good veteran talent.
Yeah.
And they're going to have a really good chance to get there this year.
Okay.
Did you hear those excuses?
Did
you hear the excuses as to why they didn't win the first year?
I didn't give any excuses. I didn't give any excuse.
On to the next. Fellas, that's it. We're out of time.
We're out of time.
Join us next week for Spomedians. We're here on Wednesday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Central time, and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Spomedians.
That's right. And you tune in next week to see Mark get a beat down, just like I do every week. I beat him down. Look at him.
LeBron mad because LeBron ain't go to New York, so that's why you don't want him to win anything. But it's fine.
And man, don't mind want LeBron in New York.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Courtney G.
I know. Bye, Courtney.
Next week.
Bye, guys.
Big New York, Mark, Howard, Los Angeles, California.
Sports media. Sports media. You wanna get it in. Sports media. Sports media. Sports media. You wanna